Hey guys, welcome to the Black Geek Cool podcast where we talk about comic book and anime news of TV and movie of the past week. And you can catch this podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, Pocket Cast, Stitcher, and other places you can find podcasts and whatnot. But we got a lot of news, so without further ado, let's just dive into it. So, TV news, TV and TV streaming news section. Sorry, I gotta look at my notes. So, The Simpsons have been renewed. I did have a brain fart. Sorry, they've been renewed for 2 more seasons. That show is gonna go on forever. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was a fan of The Simpsons. I haven't watched it in at least maybe 5 to 6 years. I may have peeked in on the episode here and there, but religiously watched it. It's been a long time. But people are still watching it. I guess a new generation of people are watching it and getting hooked on it. So it's going into, I think it's his 33rd and 34th season. Oh, jeez, I'm older than The Simpsons. How many people can say they're older? Well, a lot of people can say they're older than The Simpsons. But how many people can say they're not older than The Simpsons? That's amazing. I'm just thinking out loud. But yeah, they're getting 2 new seasons. So hit me in the comments or hit me on Twitter, DM me, whatever. Let me know if you're watching The Simpsons. Like, are you still watching The Simpsons on Sundays? Are you watching it every Sunday? And now that Disney has Fox, they own The Simpsons. Disney owns The Simpsons, which is weird to think of. But yeah, but they got renewed for a new season. 2 new seasons, actually. So they're really getting it in. Also, Amazon is making the Dark Tower TV series. Yeah, Dark Tower movie didn't do so well. Kind of flopped. I was probably good at it. I didn't see it, but I like Idris Elba. He's a good actor. He just hasn't got good roles lately, so that sucks for him. But apparently, it didn't do well. Stephen King movies usually do good, but the Dark Tower, I can't talk right now, but the Dark Tower clearly didn't do as well as they expected movie-wise. So I know they were trying to make a trilogy of it, so when this movie did bad, all that talk went out the window. But Amazon said, we're not scared. We're going to make this. And they're making a TV series, which people tell me from the way the Dark Tower is, a TV series is a better way to go with it. It's to let you flush out the world a little more. So we'll have to see what Amazon does with it. They actually start production in April. So they're going to start shooting in April for this TV series. And hopefully they do a good job. Amazon has been coming a long way with programs. They're getting a couple things. Got a lot of original stuff. They're trying to get their streaming game up. They're trying to become one of the big boys, trying to keep up with Netflix and Hulu, which is now Disney Hulu. I wonder if they're going to rebrand it or just leave it as Hulu. That's very interesting. I'm just thinking about something else. That's another note later. But yeah, Dark Tower, getting the series, starting production soon. I haven't heard any word. Well, I guess they haven't cast anything, so we'll probably hear casting in like another month or so about who they're getting and whatnot. Also, Jessica Jones season 3 could be coming this summer. I guess there was a Disney call where they talked about some things, and one of the things they talked about Jessica Jones being a money maker for them in the 3rd quarter, which is company talk for like April to June or something like that. So we could be getting, most likely, the last season of Jessica Jones this summer. So that'd be the 3rd season. So that's interesting. I haven't finished the 2nd season, and now that all of them have been canceled, kinda, I don't know if I should finish it or if I should even watch it. I definitely didn't finish the 3rd season of Daredevil. People say it was good. I was on like episode 5. But since they canceled, it's like, what's the point of watching it now? And like, unless people say it was a good ending for it, because it seemed like they kind of knew they were going to get canceled or not be able to come back. So they ended it very well. So maybe I'll eventually get around to it. But there's so much stuff to watch. Oh my goodness. Hit me in the comments or hit me on Twitter. Let me know what you're watching right now. What you're like locked on watching. Like you going to watch this. And which is some of the stuff that you're like, I'll watch that when I get around to it. Or you just haven't got a chance to. But back to news. Jessica Jones, as most people know, is on Netflix. I said that was on Amazon. Simpsons. I don't know. I'm assuming this is going to be on Fox, so I assume that. Cloak and Dagger Season 2 has been announced for April 4th, 2019, the season premiere for Season 2. I did not finish that series. It was okay. It was good. I just got busy and didn't get back to it. Let me know if I should get back to it. Did you finish the first season of Cloak and Dagger? Does it keep your interest? Being there's so many things to watch right now, it clearly did decent enough because it's got a season 2. But did you watch it? What's your review of it or your idea of it? Is it worth watching all the way through? Or if you're excited for season 2? Hit me on Twitter or in the comments down below. Let me know. Also in the Walking Dead news, which I stopped watching halfway through season 6. I used to love that show. I'm not gonna lie, I loved Walking Dead, but then they just kept doing stupid things and just didn't make any sense. It was like, you guys been in this world for how long? You still doing stupid stuff? That makes no sense. They just didn't let the characters grow. They kept putting them in stupid situations. I'm rambling, and I'm venting a little bit about the show. But they could have did better writing on that show. Like, you have a good crew, good actors performing this material you're giving them, doing a great job, even though you're giving them poop to work with, and they're still doing a great job with it. Write better situations. Write more from the comic book. Just do better. But I stopped watching. But apparently, as most of you know, if you do, you still watching it, Rick is gone from the show. So that's weird. The show is still going on. That Rick is not there. I don't understand that. This whole show is about him and his son, who was gone as well. Hope you knew that. Spoiler if you didn't know that. But also now in the season 10, which I don't know why they made it that far. Michonne is apparently leaving the show as well. She's going to do a couple episodes in season 10 throughout the season. She's not really going to be in it as much, but she's leaving the show, but she's not leaving the Walking Dead world. Apparently, Michonne, Danai Gurira's character, she's going to be in the 3 planned Walking Dead movies, kind of evolving around Rick more. She's going to be in those. And what capacity, I'm not 100% sure. If there's a time jump, is it pre-zombie Rick meeting Michonne here and there, or what's going on? But that seems to be their plan, and that's what's going to happen to Michonne, which is one of my favorite characters in The Walking Dead. And Tyrese. Well, not much. Tyrese is okay. But yeah, that's what's supposed to be going on with Michonne. So let me know if you're still watching The Walking Dead. If that's a show you still watch and like, how do you feel about this new development with Michonne? Is this a show you still going to continue watching, knowing that Michonne is going to be gone? I mean, I can understand you not watching it, because if you keep taking away your favorite characters for no reason, it makes it hard to watch a show. But then again, these people have been playing these characters for a long time, and they kind of want to move on, do other things, see what else is out there, and I can understand that too. Sorry, I was looking at my notes. Also, if you didn't know, after Gotham, which is supposed to end this year, it's supposed to end this year. It's the last season of Gotham. I don't watch it. I still contest its actually a cop show with a Batman theme wrapped around it, but that's just how I felt for the first season. Maybe it got better. Let me know if it got better. I know they started doing weird stuff and they actually introduced a lot of villains, but it just didn't feel like Batman, and everybody's ages is off. But that's a tangent for me. Not liking that show, loving Batman, but not liking that show. But apparently the show is ending this season. But there is another spinoff, another prequel basically show that is coming out, and it is a show about Alfred Pennyworth. Yes, the show everybody wanted. Like, I've always said, why haven't they given me a show with Alfred Pennyworth as a young man? And that's what they're doing. They're making a prequel of young Alfred Pennyworth as, I guess he's a I know this is in England, MI6 agent. I guess they're doing that, but apparently he meets not Bruce Wayne, but Bruce Wayne's dad. That was some of the synopsis I seen online. Not only is this like 20 years before Gotham even starts, it is also going to be rated R. It's going to be an R-rated show, kind of off the hinges, a lot darker, a lot grittier. But it also is not going to use any of Batman's rogue gallery. So at that point, you're like, what am I watching? I guess they're supposed to be more historical bad guys from London's history, I guess. I don't know. They actually did a look at the guy. I think his name, what is his name? I forgot the guy that's going to be playing young Alfred. It's like Jack Gannon? I don't know what his name is. I'm really not interested in the show. This just seems weird. He looks like just a young dude, like in a suit. It's not. Nothing about him says Alfred to me. Nothing. So I don't know. I'm not into this. Let me know if you're into this. But it just looks weird. But it was a lot of news about this, like from when the show is set to first pictures of the show, to the fact that they're not using Batman villains, which is big, and the time frame where this show is gonna exist in. It's been, people are clearly interested in it, but I don't understand why. Maybe it's just me. I just want to see superheroes. I don't want to see who's superheroes' butlers without the superheroes. That's just weird to me. But yeah, that's coming. That show is supposed to premiere this June, I believe. So if you're a fan of Alfred, I know he has his moments in the comic book, but those moments are when he's older and with Batman. So I don't know what they're going to do with this. It's going to be very weird. But in slightly other news, Hulu is, since the whole merger, Hulu is going to be the main source of Disney's kind of adult TV, comic book stuff, entertainment. That's where they're going to put all their streaming adult entertainment on. When I say adult, I'm not talking XXX. Disney's not going that crazy, but more adult themed shows, which also I saw a glimpse of this. I read a little bit of it, but apparently Disney has 4 adult animated series they're working on that they're going to put on Hulu. 2 of them, one of them, the executive director is Patton Oswalt, who's a great comedian and a super cool nerd, and knows his stuff too. He's going to executive produce, I believe the show he's executive produce is a MODOK show, so that's going to be interesting. And the other executive producer for another show, I'm not 100% sure what show he was on because I just saw it a minute ago. Kevin James is going to be executive producer of another show, and I think it's Howard the Duck. I think they're doing a Howard the Duck show, a MODOK show, a show with Dazzler, and a show with Tiger. And this is going to be the first time any of the X-Men have crossed over with Marvel, Disney, animation, I believe. because I don't believe it's probably might happen here and there, but since the new merger, this is the first time they're gonna have a real deep crossover, and I think they might have a little more ties to the MCU. Maybe it's still kind of up in the air, it seems like, but that's what's going on. So if you got Hulu, you're good. You're ready for all these shows. If you don't have Hulu, you probably should get Hulu and Disney Plus. And I know there's one more streaming thing coming out, but I can't remember it right now. Probably should get DCUverse. That they have some good stuff on there. Oh, that's a reminder for that. DCUverse they just dropped a trailer for a new animated movie they have, the Justice League and the Fatal Five, I believe it's called. Yeah, I seen it about 2 days ago. I didn't see the trailer, but I seen that they were doing this. But it's supposed to be a Justice League movie with a couple old and newer Justice League members fighting this group of 5 supervillains that are super powerful. I'm not gonna lie, I had never heard of them. This is the first time I saw anything about it, so that was very interesting. But I seen the trailer. It's got one guy has this who's part of Justice League. I forget his name. I'm rambling, but I'm gonna keep talking about this because it's interesting to me. He has some crazy ability that can go supernova or something like that. He seems very interesting. But they also have what's his name, Mr. Terrible, who doesn't get used that much in the DCU verse. He's actually on the Arrowverse, which is interesting. But he's also in the animated movie. But it's called Justice League and the Fatal Five, I believe. So check out that trailer if you're interested. Hit me in the comments if you have checked out the trailer. But that's about it that I have for TV news. Didn't have a lot of anime stuff on there. I know. I'm working on that. Hit me in the comments. Let me know a good anime site to find TV news and stuff. Because I'm not finding stuff that I would like, that at least that I'm interested in talking about. But let me know. But that's TV news. Yeah. As always, hit me up. Let me know if there's something I missed, something you wanted to talk about that I didn't talk about. One thing, what is it? Is it Umbrella Academy actually starts in a week, I believe. So I'm going to check that out. I know they had some new trailers for that. I didn't get to watch them, but people are saying it looks good. So I want to check that out. But yeah, like I said, hit me in the comments. Let me know if there's anything I missed or didn't get to talk about or you would like me to talk about TV-wise, streaming TV-wise. And I'll try to get to it in the next episode. So please let me know. But now we're going to move on to movie news. And there's a lot of movie news. There's a lot of stuff. So sit back, relax, get ready. First things up, Terminator has a title. The Terminator 6 movie has a title. In the title, it's not that great of a title. I'm not going to lie. But it's called Terminator Dark Fate. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Because the last Terminator movie, I don't even know what the last Terminator movie was. Terminator, what was it? What was it? I'm going to look it up. But yeah, this is a new Terminator title. I guess Arnold is supposed to be back in this one, so that's good. I forgot the lady from Terminator 2 Judgment Day. She's going to be back in this. I forgot. Sarah Connor. I know that's the character's name. I don't know the actor's name. I'm not gonna lie. Terminator, was it Terminator 5? Genesis. It was called Genesis. So there's Terminator, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Terminator 3, Rise of the Machine, Terminator Salvation, and Terminator Genesis. Genesis was bad. It was weird. It started out good, but then it just got weird. I'm not gonna lie, it got really weird. But yeah, Terminator 6, Terminator Dark Fate. I don't know what's gonna happen in this one. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I think, is James Cameron back doing it? I think James Cameron's back. And the guy, I'm drawing a blank. I'm gonna remember his name halfway through this. The guy that did the first Deadpool, that directed the first Deadpool, I think he's working on it as well. Hit me in the comments if you know his name, because I can't remember right now. Hit me on Twitter. Rabbit. I'm going to do that thing, but I can't remember his name right now. It's on the tip of my tongue, too. He's a good director. But I think those two are involved. I should probably just look it up because it's on here. I think those two are involved in this new Terminator movie. And that could be interesting. It could be really interesting if he does good work. So I'm Tim Miller. Yeah, Tim Miller. There it is. I found it. Yeah, Tim Miller's good. Like what he did with Deadpool, amazing. I know Ryan Reynolds had his thing in it too, but amazing what they both did with Deadpool. Not so much with Deadpool 2 because he wasn't involved in it. That's Ryan Reynolds' fault. But I'm looking for if Tim Miller. It says Tim Miller's directing. James Cameron's producing. So terrible name for the movie, but I'm in. I'm in to see what this is about. I'm all in. So Terminator. I don't even know when it's probably coming out. I probably should look that up. No, I'm not gonna look it up right now. But Terminator, Dark Fate. I'm actually interested now that I know who's working on it. But in other news, World War Z, the sequel from Paramount, has been canceled. So we're not going to see Brad Pitt fight any more zombies, at least not in this universe. And I liked World War Z. I thought it was good. I like how it wasn't your typical zombie movie. I like how the zombies only bit non-sick people and left sick people alone. That was a really interesting concept. I've never read the book. I know there's a book. I might try to check it out eventually. And they say the book's a lot better. Books are always better sometimes, most of the time. But I don't know if this aspect is in the book or if this is something they made for the movie. So hit me in the comments. Let me know. Hit me on Twitter at BlackGeekCool on Twitter. But unfortunately, they were working on it, but I guess they canceled it because it's just not. They felt they didn't need to move on with it. But I'm mad. I wanted to see the sequel to this. I heard the sequel went into more of the book, stayed closer to the book, which is, it got really weird. So that would have been really cool. But apparently Paramount was like, no, we're going to work on some other stuff. So sorry, Brad Pitt. Like, you told Brad Pitt no. Like, man, Brad Pitt, you losing it, bro. You usually kill movies, but not this one. So unfortunately, no World War Z sequel. Which kind of sucks. Since we were talking about things getting canceled, some sad news. Oreo, the raccoon they used the model rocket, passed away. That's what. Yeah, I know. Here's a little bit of anime news. I know we're in movies, but I just remembered some anime news. I know, and I shouldn't be so excited, but I know a couple voice actors just passed away like 2 or 3 days ago, and I feel bad that I don't know who they are, but I know I forgot the characters they voiced it to. I'm probably gonna take this out if I remember to take it out. But they passed away. Oreo passed away. Terrible stuff. Sad. But that's part of life. There's death and life. But those people passed away, so they'll be missed. Well, raccoon passed away. It's not people, but you know what I mean. Oh, this is a terrible podcast. Whatever. We're going to keep going. Speaking of James Cameron, Avatar 2 and like the 3 other sequels he's making have started live action filming. So apparently they wrapped in November, but that was just for like post-production stuff and motion, I can't say that word. Motion capture stuff. So they wrapped on that stuff, but now they're doing the live action film and like outdoor stuff and actual, I guess, in vehicles and not in like a sound stage necessarily. But that's starting spring in New Zealand. They're gonna start doing that. This dude is making like, what, he's making 4 movies at one time. Jeez, James Cameron. Yeah, I think there's supposed to be 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's supposed to be 5 sequels. Jeez, he's getting it. I mean, that's touche, man. If they gonna give you that money to make your dream, go ahead and make your dream. Like, Because he built this whole world, so you got to give it to him. Like, he made a lot of money, too. A lot of people don't like the Avatar movie. I like it. It's long, a little weird, but I like it. And we're not talking about the Avatar Last Airbender, because that movie sucked. M. Night Shyamalan, I know I said your name wrong, but you upset me. You could have did better with that movie, bro. But now we're getting off a tangent. Back to my notes. Also, Monster Hunter is getting a movie adaptation, if you didn't know. They've actually set the release date for this movie. It's supposed to be September 4th, 2020. For those who don't know, Monster Hunter is actually a video game that's been out since 2004. I don't know what studio is making this movie. I probably should look that up, but we're not going to talk about that. But Mila Kunis, the lady that played in the Resident Evil movies, she's actually the star of this movie, along with Gabrielle Union and T.I. T.I. is in this as well, getting his acting on. So, but that movie is supposed to come out 2020 release date. I seen some set photos of it, and they're all in like military fatigue in the desert. So I don't know how close to the game it's going to be, because I know in the game it's more of a fantasy looking world. So that's not at all what's going on in those set photos. So that's going to be interesting. I don't know how they're tying that to this, but I guess they're doing that. And other news, we got to look at who was it? It was Thor, Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye, and Hulk in what seems to be their costumes for Infinity War. For Endgame. And they looked okay. Costume looks good. Captain America's is so much vibrant now. His old costume was a little more dark. And he's got like Avengers patch on the arm. I know I'm saying a lot. I gotta work on that. Excuse me. I said it again. The biggest thing I really saw is Black Widow's costume. Kind of looks like Wasp's costume, just all black. She's got like the rib cage things there and the ribs there. That's a little weird. I don't remember seeing that in our costumes. But she also has red and blonde hair. She has this long ponytail. So clearly this is a couple, maybe a year or two in the future since Avengers Infinity. Is it Infinity War? Yeah, since Avengers Infinity War, which is kind of interesting, more news. She also has some kind of wrist thing that look really weird. Also, Hulk's got like a actual clothes on. He's not just wearing shorts. He's got like a full suit on, and he looks a lot more like Mark Ruffalo in these pictures. Like his facial features really shine as Mark Ruffalo more than any time before as the Hulk. So I don't know what's going on there. I know people have talked about that it might be a different Hulk in this movie or something like that, which is, I don't know if they're going to do that. That just seems like a lot of stuff to be doing, because they already got a lot of stuff to do in this movie itself. But yeah, the first official kind of promo for that came out, and you can see that. On top of that, Disney has come out and told everybody, yes, we are going to make, I believe they said they are going to make a Deadpool 3, and it's going to be rated R. They're going to continue making Deadpool rated R, and they also are going to make other rated R movies. For one note, they're making a Black Widow rated R. So her movie is going to be rated R, which I think this should be and needs to be. Since she doesn't really have powers necessarily, you need to see her getting down, like shooting people. You need to see it. That gives her a little bit of an edge. But also, I think they're like 4 years too late to be making a Black Widow solo movie. So either way it goes, they realize they're going to lose money on it. So they were like, hey, we might as well go for the gusto, I guess. But Disney are going to continue making Deadpool at least rated R, and maybe some other characters rated R. So let me know hit me in the comments. Hit me on Twitter. Let me know which character going forward that they haven't done. Because you assume, well, I guess if they're doing Black Widow, they could do anybody. But who would you like to see have a rated R movie, like, down the future? I am very interested in myself. Probably Captain America. From the characters you know as of now. I would like to see a rated R Ghost Rider movie on him getting real vicious. Or I would like to see a Moonlight. I mean, is it Moonlight? Not Moonlight. Is it Moon Knight? Yeah, Moon Knight. I would like to see a Moon Knight movie. That would be cool. That'd be really cool. Yeah, so hit me in the comments. Let me know. Hit me on Twitter. What rated R Marvel movie you would like to see. In other news, Marvel is using James Gunn's script for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So they're going to use his script. Chris Pratt revealed this. So I believe it's true. It could be just messing with people. But yeah, they're going to use James Gunn's script for Guardians 3. When they're making a movie, I still don't think they're looking for a director. They haven't found a director, so they're still looking for that. Oh, and have you seen the Captain Marvel website, 90s throwback nostalgia website? It looks weird. It's got like weird flames. It's got a counter. It looks like an old school. It looks like an old school website from the 90s. There's a little bit of promotion, helped the movie along. I don't know. I think this Captain Marvel movie is gonna do pretty good. It's doing good PR. It's out there everywhere. It's gonna be Marvel's first solo female superhero movie. I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for it. Oh well, we're getting past time that I want to get. So we got like 2 or 3 more stories. I think we only got 2. Hold on. Yeah, we got like 2 stories. So the last story, my friend asked me to look at the Pet Sematary remake. I did not watch it, so I'm going to put you guys on pause while I watch it. Hold on. Alright, so I watched the trailer. Pet Sematary, I seen a little bit of the first one. I seen a lot of the second one. Made me scared of really big dogs for a while, at least. Really big furry dogs like that. Really terrified me. I'm not the biggest horror fan. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very bad at them. I get extremely good imagination, so I get scared when I go to sleep. Freaks me out. This Pet Sematary looks stupid. I'm gonna just be honest with you. Why are you bringing stuff back to life? I get it, that's your child, but this ain't your child no more. That's a zombie. We all done read books about zombies. That's a zombie. Octoberg, this looks weird. I know you and Mike might like this. You guys go see this. But I also looked at the trailer for Child's Play, the remake for that. I'm going to be the first one to tell you, Chucky scared the crap out of me. I had one of those dolls. After seeing that movie, which I wasn't supposed to watch, because I think it was like 10, I threw that doll in the back of my closet, buried it with clothes, and my mom was like, why you never play with this doll? And I told her, I don't want that doll anymore. I want it to die. That being said, it looks like they've messed up Chucky altogether. Like, he's not even a doll anymore. It looks like a robot. So, this doesn't seem to have the same feel as the old horror Chucky movie. Now it's a robot that just went crazy. So it's basically small soldiers, but with one little guy instead of like 20 little guys. I know you have to reimagine characters sometimes, bring them into the new generation, but this was terrible. I'm not gonna lie. If this story is about him being a doll, they messed up. I hate it. But my boy from Atlanta's in it, Brian, I want to say Tree, but I'm pretty sure that's not his last name. But he's in it, so maybe I'll go support him in it. But this looks terrible too. But yeah, last bit of news we have, Aquaman. They finally announced they're making a spinoff called The Trench. They didn't announce Aquaman 2, the sequel to the movie that made $1 billion. They announced a spinoff of a character you saw for maybe, I'd say 5 to 10 minutes, I'll give him 15. The Trench is getting a spinoff movie. Like, even James Wan has talked about that he fell in love with the design of the Trench and wanted to explore them a little more. But come on. You made $1 billion with a movie, and the first thing of that movie you announce is we're doing a spinoff of a character you barely know. A character that hasn't been in comics that long. I think the Trench were brought in like 2011. You're about to do a spinoff for that. I guess it's supposed to be a horror, low-budget spinoff movie. So they're tapping into DC horror, which I give it to. They'll be the first mainstream comic book company going into that. Because Marvel doesn't have a DC horror on the horizon, I don't believe. So DC beat them to that. There you go, DC. You beat Marvel to something in this new generation of Marvel movies and DC movies. But come on, why are we doing this? Why? And I also heard that DC wants to have a black female superhero movie very soon. I know they talked about doing Vixen. The rumors is they're too worried of being too much like Black Panther. But go with Vixen. Do Vixen. I get it's a African totem pole thing that she uses to gets her power. But that's your best move is to do Vixen. You got, what is it, Bumblebee, but she's too much like Wasp. You got Rocket, but I don't think she's known enough to do Rocket. I know, and Birds of Prey, I guess they race bended Black Canary, and they're thinking about doing a Black Canary. No, don't do a Black Canary solo movie. That's stupid. That's just stupid. Yeah. But yeah, that's all the news I have for movie news anyway. Appreciate you guys watching. Do my little shout outs. Thanks to Ochtenberg for giving me something to talk about on the podcast. Like always, guys, appreciate you guys dropping comments, tweeting me, let me know something you want to talk about on the podcast, or if I like to talk about a trailer or something that's come out. I know the new Aladdin trailer just came out. I haven't had a chance to watch it. Hopefully do a live reaction to that soon. But thanks, Ochtenberg. Thanks, Michael. He told me the podcast is really good a couple of days ago. So my last podcast anyway. Appreciate that support. And always, guys, you can catch me at Black Geek Cool on Instagram, Black Geek Cool on Twitter and Facebook. You can catch this podcast on my Black Geek Cool channel on YouTube, or you can catch it on Anchor, Spotify, Stitcher, Pocket Cast, Google Cast, and many other places podcasts are found. If you go to Anchor, their website, you can't do it on your phone. You got to go on like a computer, go to a website. If you want to chuck in a buck, that's not my thing. That's somebody else's stuff. If you want to throw me $1, I like that. You want to throw me $1, throw a little support my way. I appreciate that. Oh, I'm also thinking about doing a Patreon. So hit me up. Let me know what you think some of my tiers should be. I'm trying to think of tiers right now, but I'm planning on doing a Patreon. Let me know if that's something you would support and help, throw a little money my way to help me improve some of the stuff on my podcast and videos. But as always, guys, appreciate you listening. I'll see you guys in the next one, and I'll talk to you in the next one.